fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Wednesday, February the 18th. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Emotional damage. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Let's make sure risk management is always in place while we're trading so we don't lose more than we're willing to lose, and we don't add to our emotional damage. I'm sure you've probably seen that little GIF or a video. That guy comes on emotional damage. Well, when we're trading, we can do some damage to our emotions, and that damage can linger. I mean, I was in a trade today. I started trading, and needless to say, price moved against me. I think I was long somewhere in this area, and it moved against me. I was down big time, but I kept in the trade, and I believed in the system. I believed because it came down, actually got below the launch pad, and I trusted the statistics. I know the launch pad has a tendency to go from 40 to 50 and sometimes all the way to 65. And so I just kept adding in. I think I was in 28 trades. I mean, it was nuts. And then it came up and it almost hit my TP. I bailed out about a pip early because it put a 3 ball in, stalled. I waited for that candle to close. It moved up slightly, stalled. I said, you know what? I'm not taking my chances. And had I left it alone, I would have picked up a couple more pips. And when you're in 25 trades, that's like another 50 pips. If you count that way, which is something that I've always wondered about that, because one person can get in one trade for one lot, and the other one can get in the same trade for 10 mini lots, and then the other one can get in the 100 trades for a micro lot. They make the same money, but the last trader, on one pip made 100 pips. I mean, that's why sometimes when we talk about pips, it doesn't really tell the true story. It's almost like, how much money did you make? But that's kind of off to off track, off topic. With the emotional damages, if you let, price do 20, 25 pips, if that damages you emotionally, then you need to take a step back and maybe redefine a few things for yourself, because this should not equate to emotional damage. It really shouldn't. Really, there should be no emotional reaction here at all. And even if you made a mistake, you missed an entry, or you went the wrong way, you read something wrong, you didn't follow your rules, you airballed, all those different things you can do, you FOMO'd, you ROMO'd, any of those, you have to just let it go, because it's over. It's in the past. You can't change it. So when you're trading, you just have to be mindful and be present and trade what you see. And I'm kind of kicking myself right here. I should be trading rather than making a video, because It was in the launch pad again, as you can see. But, you know, the thing about another thing about emotional damage is you probably remember it more than you do your victories. It's like Walmart and I kid with each other. You know, when the broker steals a pip, oh, you remember that daggone broker. But when when it smiles upon you and gives you a pip or half a pip, you don't remember that. You don't dwell on it. It doesn't make an impression. And so that's just something that you have to work on as a trader, as a human. You have to reprogram or redefine what outside events mean to you. You know, I'm thinking this probably wants to come back up to 65 level. I just have that gut feeling. And the thing is, with the emotional damage, when we're losing, we want to get that money back. We want to get that money back. We want to get it back quick. And then we want to make more. And it's just, one of the ways we react as traders. And another thing we do is we see these opportunities and we want to take every last one, whether or not it's part of our trading plan. We can see price moving in the direction we want it, but we sometimes hesitate. And there's things we know to do and things we know not to do, and we do the opposite. And we choose to do the opposite. And it should just, I used to tell some of my trading buddies, do I need to come over there with a 2x4 and go upside your head when you do stupid things? Or I tell them they need to whack me upside my head to wake me up. But, the hindsight is, the old woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the thing is, we can do it in real time. I mean, is it going to work every time? I mean, we had a close above M5 right here, the indicator 2. And the thing is, it would have won against us if we took that trade. But then all we had to do was wait, and there was profit to be made. And right here, we had a close above M5. Would have been a beautiful trade. Could have made 5, 6, 7 pips on it, or you could still be in it. But the thing is, no matter what happens, on the chart, it doesn't have to cause emotional damage. Because remember, pain doesn't come from the market. Pain comes from your reaction to the market. So ditto for emotional damage. And you should be able to tell if you've got emotional damage when you're trading. All you have to do is, what's your inner voice saying? What's your outer voice saying? You can tell. Are you yelling at the screen like I do sometimes? Are you um kicking things, throwing things, smashing computers, monitors? Has anybody, I'm curious, any of you guys ever done that? Just pick up your laptop and hurl it across the room because you're ticked, or you punch the monitor, knock it over? Um, I think what I used to do, I used to have some pencils and I just snap them in half, just to get it out. But I haven't done that in over a decade because I pretty much, stopped that. And do I have some emotional damage? Of course I do. We all have something we can work on. That, and once again, that goes back to the honest evaluation of self. I mean, are you just chomping in the bit to get into a trade? Or are you following your plan, being in the moment, forgetting about the past? Because the emotional damage is all from the past. If you forget the past, then there's no damage, right? But, you know, on the other hand, if you touch a hot stove or you didn't know it was hot and you got burnt, chances are, if you're smart, you're not going to be touching stoves, period. Or if you have to touch it for some reason, you're going to put your hand near and see if you feel any warmth before you actually touch it. So when you think about what does that mean, what it means is you're verifying. You're verifying it's okay. So when you have emotional damage, you might not be taking the time you need to verify that, things are okay. I mean, right here, price moved off of that dynamic resistance, but now look, it's pushing higher. You see it closed above indicator 2 here. That one opened above indicator 2, dropped below, but then moved back above. Did this wiggle you out? Or are you willing to stay in the trade, let this candle close? You've got, a minute and a half. What does your trading plan say? Does it say to wait for closed candles? Does it say no, look left and see where price is? What's your trading plan? There's no right, there's no wrong, except what you determine is right or wrong for you. I mean, that's just really pretty much how it goes. Let's just scan the charts for a second here. In the range, pounds only done 49 pips. It's just turned that daily open green by a couple of pips. And that's when I was in my trade, I was thinking, it's going to probably go back and test that open. And the pound New Zealand, 243 pips. Looks like the New Zealand and yen pairs definitely have some movement. I wonder why the pound isn't moving much anymore. See, we're below the inside bar ranges. And see, we're down for the month. 135 pips off that monthly open. We did take out today's pivot, taken out the weekly, and we've taken out the monthly. Bambino Flex said to go long. Price near pivot was a long. Looks like that worked a couple of times today. We're stuck in that lower wick zone because yesterday I think had a big lower wick. Tried to get out of it a couple times, not so much. See, we're between the ATR ranges. We're in the lower wick zone. And fellow traders, that's the fastest 15 minutes of trading. It's just about over. So, take, honest evaluation of self. Do you have emotional damage? If you do, just remember it's in the past. And you can't change the past at all. So, when you come back to trading, always remember and never forget it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.